All right, guys, welcome back. So this video, I'm going to go into how I screwed myself in our company for over 7 grand. So watch the video below. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm sharing this so you guys won't make this dumb mistake I will. You guys probably wouldn't anyway, but still, please give me some feedback how you liked it and enjoy it. Thanks. Okay, so here we go. This is where I lost at least 7K just by my signature, right? And so this is what I just want to share. I just want to do this so that, you might not do the same thing I did, right? So for example, what you guys are looking at right here is the property I recently bought, and we already sold this about a month ago. I bought it on this day was when it was filed a note, but then we also sold it, like I said, about a month ago. What we did here is I got a private loan, right? I got a loan from a private individual. It shows an entity right here, but I talked to the private individual and he lended me through his LLC. So originally when I talked to this guy, I told him my terms that I usually do, right? I told him, hey, I do, usually this percent interest, balloon or prepaid, this big important part right here, prepayment penalty of 2% if I don't pay you for at least 2 months. Well, in this case, I sold it for quicker than 2 months. So keep that in mind. And then as well as, it's a balloon payment in 1 year, blah, 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 blah. Right. So just little other terms. And again, this note, what is this document? This document actually displays all the terms. You file this in Georgia. It's a promissory note and you file a security deed. The promissory note is what you guys are looking at. It shows what all the terms are. It pretty much lays out the terms. So there's no miscommunication. And I have to sign this at closing, which that's where I got screwed up, my signature. But this shows the terms. And then the deed just secures, it's the actual measurement that secures the property. Puts a lien on it. Like Wells Fargo files security deeds that they loan you money to buy the house, right? And the note they'll put in there to show all the terms. So you can see here some of the terms. This was 12% interest. I knew it was a quick flip. I said, doesn't matter. It's probably gonna be a month long, month and a half, and I'll only pay 2% because I already figured I was going to get the prepayment penalty of 2 months because I knew I was going to sell it quicker than 2 months. And so what happened? I did sell it quicker than 2 months. Fast forward to closing date, I noticed on the HUD that it had like 14 grand in interest payments. I said, what? I thought I was only getting 2% charge, which would be he loaned me 130 would be, $2,600. And I saw 14,000. I said, what? So I was very confused. And so I called him up and he said, look, I loaned you the money knowing I'm going to get my return for the full year, the full 12 months, not 2 months. And I said, no way. I said, and I told him, and I didn't get in an argument. This guy was a big money guy. I said, I thought when I sent you my documents, which I looked back and I did see, all my examples I gave him was 2%, 2 months percent, prepayment penalty. But I shouldn't have just assumed, right? So this is where it screwed me. If you read right here under the prepayments, right here, you see this last paragraph, any prepayment or partial prepayment shall carry the full interest obligation due from the 12 months. I didn't read this far. To be honest, I didn't read that much because every other term was correct. We did 12% interest on this one, 1 year balloon, but you can see here where it bit me in the butt and how my reading skills and my due diligence didn't do its factor here. I like to blame it on the age, but reality is I know this would happen to anyone. It could have happened to me at 50 years old. So what this taught me just, I got to obviously read things more carefully and be on the same page with the lender, even though I thought we were, right? So you can see here, I ended up having to pay the full interest. Luckily, I talked him down. Instead of paying, I think it was like 14 grand. Instead of paying, I'm going to do it real quick on my math. So it was like 1,300 times 12. It's like 15,600, right? You can barely see it there. And I already paid like 1,300. So that's why I was going to have to pay the $14,300 for 11 months of interest because it only took me a month to sell it. And luckily, I talked him down to 10 grand. I mean, big whip, 10 grand. So reality is, instead of me paying my 2,600 that I thought I was at the closing table, I paid 10 grand. So that's $7,400 it cost me this mistake. Luckily, the deal we made, I think it was average. Our profit was like 28, and then so after that 74 is like 20,000, $21,000. So we had room on it. It was a quick little flip, again, 1 month. But right there just showed me I better make sure if I'm using these private lenders and ones that I don't usually use. Again, this is my first time using the guy, that I make sure that all the terms are correct. And the only reason, again, I'm showing this example is because if you've had this, I want to protect you guys. Make sure you guys are the same. You guys don't make the mistake I did, right? Make sure you're reading, especially that prepayment penalty that screwed me right here. Making sure you guys are reading that, and knowing that you're on the same page of your lender. Not only knowing, because I thought we were on the same page. He thought I think we're on the same page. It's just the fact that the document didn't, right? And then I guess somewhere obviously in there we weren't on the same page, or else it wouldn't have happened. But that's just something I want to share real quick. I don't want to make this video long, but this just shows you exactly where I screwed up on it, how I made a dumb mistake. But guess what? You got to make the dumb mistakes to make the right ones, right? To learn, and so that way I don't do it again. If this is a $10 million deal, at least I learned only on $130,000 loan amount. So if you guys got questions though, let me know. Finding private lenders is a pretty hard thing to do. I can give you guys some advice. Just hit me up. And then, yeah, any questions, like I said, feel free to leave them in the comments, or just, again, message me. And then other than that, appreciate it. And yeah, again, let me know if you guys have any other questions.